Alright, this is going to be a monk run. The monk, I'm running the default loadout, so you have the regular mace attack, you have this lightning attack, and you have the spell, zap, repeat in the area, AoE damage. I'm also running the default health build, so if we get past the Merlin dialogue, I've just unlocked all this, so this means I have more starting HP, more sustain and recovery between rooms, a little bit more if I was revived, but that's not actually relevant because I'm playing solo. And if I get a bunch of curses, all of a sudden I have a chance to, I have more damage overall percentage wise. It's pretty straightforward. Now let's hop into it. Now, there's an optimal way to play monk in this configuration. Let me show you. You just keep doing that. And except for the part where you like barely stuck in the AoE, you don't do that part, but the rest of it, you just spam your heavy. Ooh, what do we want here? I don't think Titania is actually that good with monk, because monk's going to do several attacks in this configuration. The spell, the dash, I wish that this was the, wait, the heavy. Okay, perfect. So I should be able to get a lot of stacks with this. I think it should be pretty good, right? So Fury, like each time you hit with a Fury empowered ability, you get a couple stacks. So each time my attack should get a little higher. But I do have to like make sure that it happens within a pretty short duration of my last, or else it starts to expire. So that's one thing that's tricky to play around. We don't have money for that. We could get this health, but 8 health isn't really that big of a deal, so we're not gonna worry about it. Alright. So we're stacking up pretty well on him. Oh. Oh. It would be nice to like keep the stacks going a little bit better, but there we go, 10 stacks. So 10 is the maximum. We do a lot of damage with that. He also caught a bunch of traps. And there it is. Let's go with more Fury synergy. So light attacks. Okay, when you reach max stats of Flurry, lose all your stacks to temporarily gain flow. Most damage in flow is 30. I wonder if that's like 30 flat, or is that 30% or something? Or they could last longer, which is also really appealing because right now it is hard to keep them up. But let's go with this flow. It's a high rarity. I've never tried it before. It could be really good. Yeah, interesting. The bomb didn't go off. I guess it doesn't go off when you're not in a fight, which is a good thing, I think. It's frustrating when the game deletes you in a situation like that. Trying to get into flow. We're getting close. Oh, we're in flow. But it looks like it looks like flow is very temporary, so that's something to be aware of. We'll go for the elite on the right side. The little skull means that there's an elite. That means double rewards, but you have to face up something fairly significant. See if we can get flow before the... Oh, shoot. I don't know how that didn't dodge. I'm frustrated that I took so much damage, but it's fine. Okay, whoa. Man, the level upgrades are such... It's so much damage. But hey, we get free health, so okay, so we keep doing what we're doing. We just spam our right click. Took some damage unnecessarily. I didn't see the snake coming around the corner, so it's one of those things that will happen. Oh, there are a lot of snakes. This is one of those times when the flow and the stacks just don't matter, because snakes are going to die to any instance of damage anyway. But that's important. Okay, got the money. And anything else in here? No? Do we want... This is going to be an event of some kind. Let's go over here. It's safer. The little icon means event. Events are kind of tricky in my experience. Okay, got that. I'm in flow. Doesn't look like flow resets when you get fury stacks. No, it doesn't seem to. Okay, so what do we want here? So this isn't that big of a deal. This is a little more impactful. The damage should be... Oh, we're going into the boss now. All right, let's see how this goes. I feel like this should be all right. I need to be careful about using my spell when he's actually rooted. When he starts artillerying, that's when I should use it. Stay right here. Okay, back into flow. That's pretty easy. It's really strong. Didn't take that much damage. We don't even have to go for the health here. I feel like I usually end up having to go the health after. I feel like I usually end up having to go for the health in that situation. So it's kind of fun not to feel like forced into that. Also, it's a monk thing though. Like, I have other abilities, but why would I ever use them? We could go to market. Let's just get more money. We'll clean out the last market right before the main boss. If not, if we don't end up spending the money before then. Okay. Lost my stacks. Pity. But if I don't greed, I should still be fine. This is a little bit tenser, just because the ranged guys are a little bit tricky. Alright, got into flow just as we won. What are our levels like? We could use another level on Tempest Strike, so let's do that. I'd actually like to get another Oberon ability, like the one that increases duration maybe? Okay. Okay, we're in flow, so we have, oh, a lot of damage, but we also ate. Some damage in a silly way. Okay. All right, so it's about a 2% increase. So at this point, I think that we don't really want any more let's see, light attack, dewdrops, mana charge. I don't think at this point we really want any more talent levels. Excuse me, blessing levels. It's not super relevant. Ah, dodged right into that. Eating more damage than I should. Okay, we're at 9. Oh, I lost him. It's okay. Took far more damage on this level than I should have. I would honestly really benefit from some healing at this point. A lot of that was due to these frog things. Minotaurs are also annoying. What if I drop that there? Got him. More stuff spawned. Oh, huh. Thought I was dead there. Oh, not dead, but thought I was going to take some damage. It was going to annoy me. Okay. Oh, huh. Got very lucky there. And Oberon, come on. Nope. But Mother of Banshees could give us weak, and weak is quite important too. Do we want it on our spell, or do we prefer it on our dash? I think our dash, because we want to apply the effect, but it's not going to be that much damage, right? Is this too much money? Maybe a little bit. Okay. There it is. Got that. This is a really strong terrain for this ability, because I can kind of I shoot over obstacles, unlike a lot of the things I'm facing up against. So I can kind of hide in the architecture. Okay. Now, we're pretty rich. This is probably the last room before the boss. I don't know, how do I feel about the build at the moment? I'd say decent. 300. So we're going to buy everything in this room, I think. Gog Magog, Dark Omen. Dark Omen's going to be backstab. Gog Magog is going to be stun. The light attack inflicting stagger, or your spell deals extra damage and inflicts stagger. It's epic. Let's do that. Light attacks can backstab, or you have a chance to evade incoming damage. I like that. Okay, a little more health. And crystal shards, just because. So, the way this fight should work, well, we'll just kite around. And we'll drop our spell on him when we can. But we want to make sure that he gets weak, and we want to just kind of play cautious. We don't have the most insane damage. Up. I thought I had my dash back there. I get a lot of stacks from all these creeps spawning in. Oh, I thought I would be out of that. Baited some of it. I feel like this has been fairly sloppy. And I probably still... The invulnerability frame right there, by the way, was pretty pog. Uh-oh, oh, get me out, get me out. Okay, tanked a lot more damage there than I would have liked, but that's basically how it feels. The monk is really strong, but not, I think, the most interesting way ever. And I think that the right click is just a little bit too generally strong. Might also be my experience with the game, though. All right, well, that's all we have right now. We just have this first biome. So I think that that's good enough. We'll just leave it there. GG's.